Hmm.
Hello,
Okay. Why
everybody.
isn't what is wrong? Ah, it's always something with Google, isn't it? Hold on.
We're live.
We're trying to go live, and it's
We
not
are live.
cooperating.
We are.
Here we
We
go.
are.
Okay, welcome everyone to the Everything Show 178. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212. Pause, Matt. No. What's up, Matt Edwards?
Too late.
What's up,
Real
Stephen
quick, I have to
Price?
go. Oh, well, I wasn't. Okay. Hello, Steven.
What's up,
Hi.
Beefhead?
Good evening, how are you all doing?
What's up, Tim?
Bonsoir.
All right. Now, going to talk about. Say hi, Joe.
Hello.
All right. Now, going to talk about. Yes, getting some soda for the fridge. Hey, that's what happens when you film in the kitchen, all right? Universal plans a Monsters Shared Universe. Characters like Frankenstein, Dracula, the Wolfman, the Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Invisible Man, Bride of Frankenstein, and the Mummy are all about to get a shared on-screen universe deal akin to Marvel Studios films. Alex Kurtzman, along with Chris Morgan, are the architects behind this interconnected slate, although it's unclear who's going to write each script. So all these movies are all going to come back, and these characters, and it's going to be like something for the next 15 years. We're going to start seeing Frankenstein movie, Dracula movie, Wolfman, everything, and they're going to all have their combined crossovers and everything. The biggest news today. All right, huge. So this is something that's in the planning stages right now. The first movie of the series will probably come out in 2017. All right. So again, everybody's shocked right now. Frankenstein movie's coming out. Wolfman, Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Mummy, Bride of Frankenstein. All these movies are going to be remade, new versions of all these classic
Didn't we all that this was going to happen?
Right,
This is all going to be a linked thing, a nod, and they're all going to come together, these characters, and they're going to have, you know, like the Wolfman versus Frankenstein and Dracula. It's going to be crazy.
No, didn't we predict this? I think we had a conversation where we predicted this was going to happen. That all these classic monsters were going to come back.
That's everything old is new again. So I think this is huge news. I think it's great news, as long as they do it right and they respect the classics.
that's
Take
going to be
that,
hard.
Twilight.
That's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard to do.
Well, their take on it is and I'm guessing this, if Marvel could start throwing out tons of superhero movies, if all the Planet of the Apes are going to have like 5 sequels, you know, like all these old stuff is coming back, like the DC characters are going to have their own thing, if they can get Freddy versus Jason and all these other things, and they're going to plan on bringing everything back, they might as well come back and do it themselves too. Throw it out there. I mean, Star Wars is coming back. Battlestar Galactica in 2 years is coming back to the theaters.
Aren't these all owned by Universal Studios?
Universal owns them, and it's going to be under them. This is the plan.
Yeah, I know that they were planning on doing something, I think, last year, promoting or celebrating the classics and everything like that. Obviously, it's going to be hot. I mean, obviously, you know, the last time we saw any of these, ones together was Monster Squad or Van Helsing. Okay, Monster Squad was a classic. Van Helsing, not necessarily so much so, but if they're going to,
it seems like a lot of these ideas have been passed over the past 20, 30 years. You've had several different movies based on, like, you know, you had.
We're talking about 8 movies so far,
and you had Kenneth Branagh's Frankenstein. You had.
But you know what I think? Why this is a decision? I think partly Penny Dreadful's responsible.
I would agree with that.
Penny,
really?
I think, my opinion, Penny Dreadful is a big part of why they're doing this. Because if you notice, Penny Dreadful has all these characters in there. and people love it where it's getting a second season, may get a third season.
Gothic.
Well, that and the fact that there's the, there's a big resurgence in horror lately. There's the Norman Bates Hotel miniseries. There's, what else is there? There's a whole bunch of other series.
Supposedly Charles Dance is going to play this creature that gives Dracula, in another movie, Dracula Untold, his powers. I think it's Charles Dance, because I saw the trailer. I think that was Charles Dance.
The Master gives Dracula his powers? That's actually a good
First of all, I haven't seen anything about him being the Master, so we'll have to wait and see about that one. I mean, I think that's a wish list, because even Paul McGann came out and said that this week, that he wished Charles Dance was the Master.
Well, let's put in perspective for a second. When did the original Bela Lugosi Dracula and Boris Karloff Frankenstein come out? Was it 1920 what? One, or was it later than that?
I have no. I'm sorry. I don't know, dude. Shame on me, actually.
Maybe Matt could check. If
Matt's too busy drinking his.
So maybe they're looking to do something because it's 100th anniversary of when the films were originally.
Let me.
Sponsored by Dr. Pepper.
Stephen Price having a hard time.
Let me see.
He coming in and leaving.
I'm having a hard time with Google even airing the show when it's supposed to. I mean, they kicked me out a couple times to Google.
I mean, like you're saying, Gothic with Penny Dreadful, the success of it seems to be in how they're going to work it. I hope they don't do anything crap, to be honest with you. Because if you went back to Dracula, the setting
1931.
1931. So we're talking what 90. If say for argument's sake, we didn't see anything of it till 2021. You're talking still 90 years, I suppose. So
in the 30s.
No, but Matrix, didn't you once say that you predicted that the next big thing was going to be mummies?
Yeah, I predicted like they were going to come. I predicted that they were going to do something with these characters because, you know what, Underworld tried it, and that was successful for a little bit. I mean, if like now we're in an age where zombies was popular. I said the next thing would be werewolves. They would all be coming back. All the old classics. In fact, are you guys happy with this news or?
Yeah, why not?
I'm a mixed bag.
Anything to bump out the misconception that Edward Cullen is what a vampire should be.
Yeah.
Why are you mixed bag, Tim?
Well, my views on Okay. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the the original Universal ones and everything like that. If you're going to go back and remake them, okay, tread carefully because you're treading on properties that are very precious to a hell of a lot of people. Now, if you're going to try and put them all in the same universe,
the plan is that they're going to have movies on them, and then they're just going to meet up in like that big.
But look at how they did.
That's the Avengers.
Yeah, but look at how they did the meetups in the original. You had sort of like House of Dracula, House of Frankenstein.
Right, I love that though. I love that.
Yeah, okay, they were good, but they weren't great. The only other ones you had were the Abbott and Costello ones. But then if you're going to put them all in a coexisting universe, you've got Dracula, who's late Victorian era.
Right.
You've got, you would have one that you didn't mention, which was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, who's like...
Here's the thing on that. I don't know if they have the rights to that anymore, because they didn't list that at all.
They probably don't, because it's... is it Victor Hugo?
No, Robert Louis Stevenson.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. But say for argument's
sake... The last Jekyll rendition was Stephen Moffat, wasn't it?
Yeah, but my point was that we've seen that's another example of that we've seen all of these characters done over the past 30 years by different directors, different movies. We had the Mummy series, right? With what's his name?
Brendan Fraser, yeah.
Yeah, and we had like different versions of Dracula and Frankenstein. So I mean, I'm not sure that what they're trying to do here. They're trying to like bring it back to how it was almost 100 years ago with the original Universal series? Is that what they're trying to do?
They're trying to bring all their characters back and be popular or more popular than they were back then now.
Well, I can understand
Right.
that. I can understand that it's a pre-existing property. They own it. They don't have to do everything like that. But like I say, you've got Victorian, which is Dracula. You've got okay, he's immortal, so I suppose you can translate it and everything like that. You've got the Mummy, which predominantly was sort of the main popularity of Egyptology and everything like that was 1920s. Wolfman was later, to be honest with you. That was probably 40s, 50s, as was the Creature from the Black Lagoon. The Creature from the Black Lagoon is a throwback from the prehistoric age and everything like that.
I'm surprised nobody's tried to do that lately.
I'd love to see a really good Creature from the Black Lagoon movie.
Yeah.
As long as it's not a real trying to string them all together in a really crappy way that it ruins it.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to string it together until after all the movies are done, and then they'll do it.
When they're separate.
I don't think they'll mention each other in the movies until all the movies are released, and then they'll just throw it out there like a big.
Well, what they're really doing is the Avengers formula, isn't it? Where you have a bunch of separate movies.
Well, could you really see it's the Avengers formula if they did it before? I mean,
what they do
had,
well, what they do is they do War of the Undead, and they bring all the Universal monsters back to fight the Nazis in the 1930s.
Or they're bringing them all back to make a sitcom where they all share the same apartment.
There's a comic book of it. It's called War of the Undead.
Wow.
But what I would like to see, apart from a new Creature from the Black Lagoon movie, is certainly with the Mummy, I'd like to see brought back to the original where you've got the Tana leaves, which is something that they completely skipped over when they're.
Well, you remember the Brendan Fraser Mummy?
Yep.
That's being brought back.
Yeah.
That version.
I'd rather have the Karloff Cheney one.
Yeah, well, that will come, but this one, that's the way it's going to get a little confusing. They're going to bring the Brendan Fraser thing back.
On the right to all these characters still, or is that what your article was saying, that they've got the rights back? Because
the article was saying that they are going to do it. I mean, that's the plan. This is like today's article. I'll just read what else is on here. Hold on, Matt.
Who is it you said who was attached to it, though? One of the main script writers?
Alex Kurtzman. Alex Kurtzman and Chris Morgan.
I'm not familiar with Morgan, but Kurtzman, he's done some good stuff over the years, so you can think, okay.
The Mummy reboot was supposed to be released April 22nd, 2016. Dracula Untold was going to be, I guess it's from Universal, but it's not basically connected to this. You know, they're just trying to throw out stuff out there and see what goes. Actually, before they had this plan, they were doing Mummy and Dracula Untold, and now they have this idea that they want to have all this, you know, these universe, you know, so, which is very interesting. Okay, remember the movie Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
That was terrible. I was so upset the way they made Dracula look like a damn idiot. That was like a damn disgrace. How that Dracula was a piece of garbage. He couldn't even hold a candle, let alone shine Bela Lugosi's shoes. But yeah, that was definitely, you know, not, you know, I was not cool with that. But if they do it right,
it was a comic book adaptation at the end of the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know. But
it was steampunk.
If they do it right, I think it would be popular. I don't know if it's going to be the biggest thing.
Is Keanu
because
Reeves
we have so many? Yeah, probably not. But look, everything's coming back, so they're like, why don't we too? And that's basically it. I mean, there is so much stuff coming back, you don't even know that it's just going to be like, it's going to.
That's a good segue. If I could just take over for just a minute. I hate to interrupt, but I don't usually have anything to contribute on these shows. Anybody that knows me Just whenever there's an everything show, I usually just goes along with what's talked about. But I do have something to bring up that might be worth noting, which that's a good segue.
Are you going to be tacky?
Because now, well, speaking of coming back, you guys know that all week I've been touting that Weird Al, of course, has the new album, Mandatory Fun, that's out now. The latest parody released is Foil, parody of Royals, which is
Lord
Michael Shannon's favorite parody. But I do have some news because
that's today.
Yeah, it's out today. It's up on College Humor's channel. Go check it out. Really hilarious. But I do have some news. Now, we won't know the official album sales until next week when we figure out what the placing is on the Billboard 200. But this comes from the de facto Weird Al forum that his drummer is actually a part of. It says here that according to HitsDailyDouble.com, there's a couple of albums that are in a race for the number one. It says here that Jason Mraz's album and the Weird Al album are competing for the number one spot on the charts. So that
you
is
go, Weird
by
Al.
Weird Al.
Freaking go.
By Weird Al standards, that is freaking amazing. He's never had a number one in his entire career. Now, for his supposed last physical studio album,
wow.
This is big for him to be this close to a number one. So go! If you have not pre-ordered the album, go and buy it. Go and buy it. Let's make this happen. I think we got a real shot at this. So I'm really happy. You go out, buy the album. It's hilarious. You won't regret it. Back to you, Matt.
Right.
Sorry, Matt. Before you just sign off on that, could I just ask you a very quick question? Obviously, in light of various things that have been going in other circles of late, do you feel that his album release will be impacted by it being leaked?
Oh, well,
3 days
early. Well, considering that Al has actually written a song that sort of parodies leaking songs on the internet, I doubt he really cares that much. But I've heard people say that thanks to the leak, they've actually been more inclined to purchase the album because they know it's good, and they know their money is hanging.
I have something I've been wanting to ask you all day. Something else is coming back. Something out of the dark, Matt Edwards. And I just want to know what your opinion is that Rainbow Bright will be rebooted. I know you can't wait for that, so tell me. Are you happy that Rainbow Bright is coming back?
I'll drop the F-bomb.
Are you happy, Matt?
You know, one of these days I'm just going to do a massive Brony cast, and all of you that want to make fun of me
Rainbow
and laugh over
back,
me for liking My Little Pony can bite.
She's back.
I thought you were talking about the toy that used to put the little pegs in.
No, she's ready to take on the ponies, man. It's on.
Then
it's on like Donkey Kong, man.
Now, if you really want me to, I can.
This is real. Look, the article's real. The article's real, dude. She's coming for them, man. She's coming for the ponies.
Well, you know, in fairness, I did kind of like the not the current reboot, but the one they did a few years back of Strawberry Shortcake. That was pretty cool.
I'm hearing that Gem is truly outrageous, truly outrageous, and following the release of the Gem and Holograms film, that she's going to get a TV series again. So
now,
Powerpuff Girls.
I have heard about that. Yes.
Look friggin' out, man! It's on. Look out.
Now, if you really want to bring Pony into this, I could bring up the fact that Weird Al did confirm.
I'm not going Pony.
Weird Al did confirm during a Reddit session that he would be interested in reprising the role of Cheese Sandwich should the writers deem that necessary. So, you go season 5, make it happen.
All right, man.
But yes, in all seriousness, again, Weird Al almost to number 1 on the charts according to this. Go buy the album. Let's make it happen.
That's it,
Got
man.
to.
That's it.
And
Also,
speaking from someone who saw Rainbow Bright in the original incarnation as well, yeah, let's bring it back.
right.
Bionic Bionic 6. Oh my god.
Well, listen, that $6 billion man, there's supposed to be $1 million man, but Mark Wahlberg, he's got that. So,
No,
Bionic
not
Woman,
Mark.
let's get
Marky
Bionic
Mark.
6, let's go crazy. Marky Mark, baby.
Oh, you're joking.
I'm getting good
Stop.
vibrations.
You are joking. Mark
No,
Wahlberg
man.
is a 6. Oh god.
Hey, man.
Good vibrations.
It's happening. It's happening,
Oh my
bro.
god. Oh no.
Bring back those monkey butts.
I want to show you guys a picture of Avengers Age of Ultron. Came out today.
I don't know if our good friend Pissy is trying to enter this or not. He just posted a comment.
Is he?
Yeah. You could
Pissy
try and-
wants to come in. All
Well,
right.
he may. I don't know. He did post a comment just about Weird Al, so I mean, he could be floating around in the ether.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll try to
he
get the piss.
He told me, Pissy told me today he was working on a video. I don't know if,
Yeah,
if
it's
there
there.
is any correlation.
It's there. I've been his diuretic for the day.
Okay.
It's a good video. He's very scary.
All right.
That's the scariest part.
Yeah.
The appearance of Beefhead.
Sorry. Also, I wasn't here for you guys talking about female Thor the other day. So yeah.
Oh, yes. Thank you. That was the final article of the day. I had picked up Thor's sister here, who...
Oh, did you
A little
know?
bit very interesting about this story, actually. Very, very interesting story. 10 years ago, a court battle started where Neil Gaiman just wasn't paid by Todd McFarlane. And everybody went to court. Yeah, everybody went to court with Todd McFarlane, and he lost every court battle. But anyway, no, I'm not digging on Todd McFarlane. He's awesome. I was just playing a joke. Sorry, I don't want to get sued. Anyway, so Neil Gaiman won Angela, from Spawn Universe. That is completely his now. Nobody else's. So what does he do? He gives her to Marvel Comics. She appears in the Guardians of the Galaxy comics. She's in the Marvel Universe now, and now they just turned it, of course, because of Original Sin. They find out from the Watcher's Eye that she is Thor's sister, Thor and Loki. So something happens in a couple of months that Thor becomes unworthy to hold the hammer. So some female picks up the hammer and she becomes Thor. In fact, the weird part is that
Tell me what's engraved on the hammer, Joe.
Yeah.
whoever is worthy, right, gets the power of Thor, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Who is worthy.
Well,
yeah.
well,
So they're going to have to. They're going to have to make it politically correct now, aren't they?
Put an S in front of it.
Marvel, here's the thing, Marvel, they didn't say if it was her, but there is going to be a female Thor that the other
It's
Thor,
going to have to be
the
an
real
equal
Thor,
opportunity hammer.
there will be two people called Thor, which is our Thor and the female Thor, but she's not going to be called She-Thor or Thor Girl. It's going to be Thor. And they said that she is not going to leave. She's going to stay as Thor for years, and it's going to be permanent.
Maybe he could do the 1 week out of the month when she's out of action.
Well, he's going to have an axe. So remember that picture I showed on the Everything Show where it had Thor with the axe? Now we know what that means because you don't have the hammer anymore. And also, there's going to be a black Captain America, and that's going to be the Falcon.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the storyline with the Red Skull becoming like onslaught powers that I think Steve Rogers just loses the super soldier serum, becomes 93 or 90 or something, and now all the Avengers are getting screwed basically. So
and I do hear that
something's happening horrible to all our Avengers. We're replaced with new versions. You know,
And without
not
spoilers,
happy
I'll just
about
say
it.
something-
Not happy
without
about this. I'm happy
spoilers,
that Angela.
Nick Fury, something to do with killing the Watcher?
I'm happy she's here.
You're talking
I
about
don't
the
know
comics,
about
right?
that, but I'm happy that Angela is yeah, the comics. I'm happy that Angela is here, but I'm not happy that, you know, and here's the other part of the cover. I'm not happy that she's gonna take over as Thor's part. That I'm not happy with, but we're gonna have to wait and see because Marvel's starting to get massive heat for this. It's not going in a positive direction. In fact, Josh Whedon has spoken against it. Like pissed off. He is not going to do that in the movies ever, as far as he's you know, he's not going to do that. He said no, he didn't say that he's not going to do it, but he just said in a tweet that Thor is not a female. So that's, you know, that he's like, what you know, can't they think of something better?
What they're trying to do is broaden the audience that buys comics, and they're trying to get teenagers.
Yeah, but not at the expense of hurting the original characters, though.
Well, they don't care about what the older people think because you're going to buy them anyway. So in other words, they're trying to get other people to buy their comics, which means like young teen girls or you know,
Marvel expected
maybe older
Marvel
lesbians,
expected.
or, you never know. I mean,
Marvel
go ahead.
Of the world, Marvel expected the females to like this. Sorry, Tim. We could. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. No, I was just saying. Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get more people in here. I mean, to read their product. So.
But the female
like
women have spoken out saying that they don't need to. They could have their own superheroine characters. They don't need to like take Thor. Thor is always. A lot of the female people have commented on it. Women have commented saying that they're not happy with it because Thor is a man. Thor is not a woman, and they can make more interesting super heroines that are not Thor. So they feel that that's like a stick to them, and they're not happy with it.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait and see what kind of backlash Marvel's gonna have for this.
Sorry.
Yeah, and supposedly 20th Century Fox is war.
I'll drop out, drop in.
Nothing.
Hang on.
You fell out.
Hopefully that.
Hello. All right, we're back. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 20th Century Fox is going to war with Marvel. They're basically, because Marvel can't stand them with the Fantastic Four, they are basically making a Fantastic Four movie that's going to be unrecognizable to the comics. In fact, they may not even have uniforms at all. You might think, what the heck is this? So this is going to be something that's going to be crazy. I'm hearing they're going to make them like a military operation. I don't know if that's true, but they even tried to turn Dr. Doom female, and then people got pissed, and then they said, oh, no, we're not going to do that. And so I don't know what the hell they're going to do with Fantastic Four. I'm not looking forward to it, to tell you the truth. But I don't think it's wise for Marvel to pull any Fantastic Four comics because of it. So.
They won't pull Fantastic Four comics, and the thing is, 20th Century Fox are going to say they're going to do something that has not been printed before. So it's a case of, I think, whatever happens, they've got to do something that's got to have a minimum release.
Well, they're trying to hold on to the rights, so maybe they just put a junk movie out. Just to
exactly.
Do it again.
They're just going to do a Corman thing, maybe again.
Yeah. All right, gang. That's it for the Everything Show. We'll be back in a little while if you guys are available for the Real Beans cast. I have some special things I have acquired today, some toys that I want to share with you. So can't wait. All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.